So hey guys, welcome back to another video. As you can see, I have a tier list over here, and you can see a lot of mechs down here. Every single mech in the game. So what we're going to do today is rank every single mech based on, I don't know, whatever everyone thinks, or whatever I think, I guess. Okay, first up we got Aegis. I think Aegis is an S tier, hands down. Aegis, it's a really good mech. It's very tanky. It's not all that fast, but it's good for a tank. Its ability though, it's pretty good. You can dodge mortars. My shield is pretty big. Has infinite HP. Nobody ever even tries to break your shield because it has that much HP. So yeah, I think it deserves an S tier, or that's what I think it deserves. Next up we got Arachnos. Arachne boy, D tier. I don't know why. It's slow as hell. Its ability is trash. It's a rare mech, and it has insanely low HP. Done. That's it. Oh, Ares. I'd say it's a B tier. Nah, it's a C tier. Ares, but it's not all that tanky for a tank, not gonna lie. Its shield also doesn't have like much HP, and it's a 24 energy capacity mech. And it's not good during mid game and stuff. So yeah, C tier. Next up we got Bastion, a legendary tank mech. I'd say Bastion is really good. Like Bastion is one of the best mechs in that game because of its ability. It has like some insane HP for its shield, and it like blows up and does damage, and applies an EMP shock. That's pretty good. It's a 24 energy capacity, and it ain't that fast. It's just 18 kilometers per hour. So yeah, but I think it still deserves an S tier. Brick House, bro, B. Brick House, nah, C. Brick House is way too big. You know the thing with big mechs. The big mechs like can get sniped really easy. And a special brick house, it's really slow, so it's vulnerable to mortars. You can't really even hide behind cover most of the time because you're so tall and big, and you're really slow, so you can't get to the position you were thinking of before the match starts. So yeah, I think it's a C tier. I mean, its ability is kinda good. It's a support mech. I mean, how good can they be? Yeah, it's kinda tanky, but I don't think it deserves a B or an A tier. Next up we got Cheetah. Cheetah, I think it's a B tier. Cheetah is a B tier, bro. Cheetah is actually really good. It's actually really good in CPC and 2v2. Even in free for all, it's pretty much good in all the game modes. It just has like really low HP. It's also quite fast, and it has like 24 energy capacity. So I think Cheetah deserves a B tier. I mean, mines also do a lot of damage, not gonna lie. Most people don't even use Cheetah. I don't know why. It's actually really good. Next up we got Eclipse. A counter to everything in the game, every single effect in the game. Like, its ability is actually broken. It's way too OP. I mean, it's balanced. It's quite. I mean, is Macarena really balanced, guys? Is it? So does this really matter? If Seeker exists? No, right? So okay, Eclipse is S tier, hands down. The face cloak is too good. Next up we got Gatecrasher. Gatecrasher goes to, it's a B tier. Gatecrasher is kind of fast and has some good HP, and it's quite big, not gonna lie. So you can't really hide behind cover. You can get sniped really easy, and its ability is really hard to hit. And the thing after the little beam thingy, it does like no damage. It's pretty much useless. The only reason it's in B tier is because it's pretty tanky and fast. Yeah, that's the only way. Guardian, my boy, B tier. Guardian, B tier, as always. Guardian though, I must say Guardian is actually quite good for a rare mech. It has 32 energy capacity, and it's kind of slow, but you can cope for it with the crash range implant, which I have. Yep, I have it, but I don't use it because it's too expensive to upgrade. So yeah, as long as you have the range implant, it's an S tier. If you don't, it's a B tier. Hemlock, I think it's an A tier. A tier mech. It's actually quite annoying. It's really annoying when the enemy has Hemlock because they can keep stunning you over and over for 8 seconds at a time. Its stun is like 8 seconds. That's insane. And Hemlock is kind of fast, and it ain't all that tanky, but it's mid, I guess. So yeah, Hemlock is pretty good. Next up we got Juggernaut, Juggy boy. I think it's C tier. Every tank mech is in C tier except for Brick House, which used to be a tank but now is a support. Juggernaut, Juggernaut is kind of trash. It's really slow, 18 kilometers per hour. Its shield covers its entire body, but it's kind of useless because it has like no HP, and it's very slow. I mean, it's basically the equivalent of Ares. So yeah, kill shot. Okay, I have a really controversial opinion on this. Everybody likes kill shot. Most of the people put it on S tier, but me, you gotta go on B tier. I mean, come on, bro. It's a B tier mech because Nomad exists. That's the only reason it's B tier. If Nomad didn't exist, it would be an A tier. I mean, kill shot, it's like a really mid ability. You can just dash, do a lot of damage. 29 kill. It's like the ideal scout mech. Lancer, my boy, C tier. Lancer is a really fun mech, but it's a light mech and it has no HP. And you can't control yourself when you're in the air. So yeah, that's why it's going into C tier. MD, we got MD. Where should I put MD? Because MD is really good. I'm not gonna put MD in D tier though. That is stooping way too low. So okay, MD C tier. I think you can get infinite HP with MD. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. If you keep healing over and over once you get damaged, I think you can manage to get infinite HP. I don't know. But MD is a C tier. That's a solid ranking. Next up, we got Nomad S tier. S tier hands down. Nomad is like a really tanky scout. And with all the mods and stuff, his max HP is like over 1 million. Over 1 million. For a scout mech, that's insane. I mean, its ability is also kind of OP. You can dash to people, do an insane amount of damage, and dash back to cover. And while you're dashing, there's a damage reduction. So that's pretty insane. And it has 24 energy capacity. So it's kind of the best mech. Not gonna lie. We got Onyx. I think Onyx is an A tier mech, a solid A tier mech. I mean, Onyx ability is actually really good in 2v2 because it has splash radius. It has a real big splash radius and it does a lot of damage. So you can flush our campers. And it's a 32 energy capacity mech. And it's quite fast. So yeah, I mean, it ain't all that fast, but it's fast enough for an attacker mech, which is that huge. So I think that's a fair ranking for Onyx. And you can hear its reloading sound even though you're like 200 meters away for some reason. I think that's a bug. Oh, Orion. Orion would get an S tier if it had more HP though. But Orion goes to A tier. Orion is actually kind of a neutral mech for me. It's a really good mech with EMs and long range stuff. Especially with railguns, you can go one shot people left and right, bro. This mech is really fast. I mean, kind of fast. 24 energy capacity. A support mech, you can help your teammates with this mech. Orion can also pierce through mod shields, so that kind of makes it really OP. And yeah, due to the shield piercing of Orion's ability, it can shield through mod shields. So yeah, I forgot to put this in the video. It's okay. But yeah, it's pretty good. So A tier is quite fair for it. We got Panther S tier. Panther goes to S tier. I mean, its shield has infinite HP. Its shield has infinite HP. It's really fast and it has 32 energy capacity. So I think that deserves an S tier. But it has like no HP. Its shield has like infinite HP, but it has no HP, 0 HP. Like if somebody farts on you a little too hard, you'll die. So I think it's an A tier. Okay, Paragon time, D tier. It's trash. The only thing good about this mech that is 32 energy. Paragon is trash. We got Puma. Puma is also trash. It's like it's supposed to be a really trash version of Panther. So of course it's gonna be D tier. It has no HP. Its shield has no HP. It isn't even that fast. And it's 32 energy, but who's gonna use this mech in endgame? Nobody. So yeah. Oh, next up we got Redeemer. Redeemer would be an S tier if it didn't get that debuff. I mean, if it didn't get nerfed. You know, your Redeemer used to be really OP because there used to be no delay for its ability activation. But now it's like a 0.5 second delay, which makes a really big difference for some reason. It has some good HP. It's really fast. It's a scout mech. It's supposed to be fast. It has good HP, good energy capacity. So yeah, A tier. Really good mech. Next up, we got Redox. I think Redox, bro, I might just put it in C tier. But just because it has 32 energy, it's going in B tier. Redox isn't that tanky. It's slow. Its ability isn't that useful in most scenarios. The only thing good about this mech that it has a 32 energy capacity. That's it. Okay, moving on. Scorpius. Scorpius is. Should I just put it in D tier, bro? Okay, C tier. C tier. It is. Scorpius is. It isn't that slow, but I don't really like Scorpius because its ability does like no damage. It rarely does damage. You rarely get kills with its ability. I mean, it does have like a really short cooldown, and it doesn't alert the enemy that you're shooting at them with your ability. But still, bro, that's way too less damage for a legendary mech, don't you think? It does have 30 energy, but yo, what's done is done. It's C tier. Moving on. Sentinel. Sentinel is kinda the better version of Ares, so I think it's a B tier. Sentinel, bro, its shield is supposed to block like javelins and helixes, but it rarely does that. Like, it rarely blocks javelins and helixes. And its shield has like no HP. And Sentinel has the same amount of HP as Redeemer. I mean, not same, but similar. Like, this is a scout mech. You're supposed to be a tank mech. You're supposed to have way more HP than a scout. Like, that's obvious. Shadow, D tier. I mean, when Eclipse exists, you're always gonna be D tier Shadow. You have no energy capacity. You have no HP. Your ability is kind of trash. I mean, stealth is pretty good, but it's just stealth, nothing else, just stealth. So that's pretty bad. I mean, it's really fast, but who cares? You'll probably get one shot too easily. With any weapon, you could literally get one shot by fusion cannons using this mech. And we got Slingshot. Slingshot, I think I give it a C tier. Scorpius and Slingshot on the same tier. Let's go. I mean, Slingshot is kinda good when you just start playing the game. It's enough. It's enough. You can I used Jalen Rack 6s on this mech, and I got quite far with this mech, but it isn't that useful, bro. It has like no HP. It's dash. There's no damage. It's only useful for capturing points. So yeah, Stalker. Most people would say that Stalker is better than Orion and Brick House. I mean, it's better than Brick House, but I think it's an equal to Orion. Stalker's ability is kind of like it's way too balanced. Stalker's ability way too balanced. It takes extra damage when its ability is activated, Predator Drive. And it also does extra damage. And it regains HP when you get a kill while your ability is on. So that's like insane points. That's pretty good. And it's also kind of fast for a 24 energy mech attacker. That's really. Stalker is a really good mech. I really don't like the redesign though. Surge. Can you guess where I'm gonna put this mech? Surge. D tier. Never mind, S tier. I was just joking. Surge. It's an absolute insane mech. It's an equal to all this mech. It can pretty much counter any mech. I mean, it can dash and stun enemies with ease. It doesn't require all that much skill to use this mech, but it's quite easy. But I don't think Mech Arena is skill based. It's more of like how much time you spent on your hanger, because most of the games are unfair because the opponent just has insane stuff like all maxed out stuff. So I'd say Surge. We got sidetracked. Okay, Surge ability really good mech, really good energy capacity, really good speed, really good HP. Everything is just good about Surge. There's nothing bad about Surge. There's zero flaws about Surge. So yeah, it's also quite small, so it's easy to dodge. It has stealth. Okay, Tengu. Tengu deserves a beat because Tengu's ability is kinda cracked. You do damage, you get stealth, you apply stasis. That's really good. You can just jump behind the enemy and then just light them up because they can't turn around fast enough because there's stasis. I mean, you know, back then, like 2 years ago when Cheetah got buffed from 16 energy to 24 energy, instead of buffing Cheetah, they should have buffed Tengu from 16 energy to 24 energy. That would have been really good. Honestly, not gonna lie. Tengu is a really good mech. Nothing to say about that. Next up, we got Zephyr. Zephyr. Really good mech and really bad mech. Okay, Zephyr gets a B tier. I don't know why. Zephyr is like really slow, so it's really hard to get to places, get to positions and stuff. And Zephyr is all about surprising your enemies. You always gotta be behind some cover, but you'll get one-shotted from nowhere because you're so slow. So yeah, that's why it's B tier. Its ability is kind of good. It used to be like 8 seconds, then it got debuffed to 3 seconds, which is pretty insane. Surge has like a 4-second stun, which is cracked. But Zephyr, it's mid. It's kind of good with some good weapons though. Zephyr is really good. And we got Vortex. Vortex, hands down the best mech. I keep saying that for all the S tier mechs. I mean, it's not the best mech, but it's really good mech. It's a really good mech. It has some insane HP. It's a tank, of course. It's really fast though. Once you use your ability, it doubles your speed from 18 kilometers to 36. So you're insanely fast, faster than any of the other scout mechs, even Eclipse. And it slows down your enemy who's in if the enemy is in your radius, in your ability radius, they'll get slowed down and they'll get damaged. Like a constant damage area thing like Redox. And if an ally is in your radius, he'll get a shield. So yeah, it's a really good support and a tank mech. S tier. We got this thing. Do I really have to say about this thing? This mech is way too OP, bro. You can teleport behind people. It has double damage. It has damage increase when you teleport behind people. It has a shield. And what? It has a shield, then it teleports back. Back to cover. Back to where you teleported from. Back to safety. This is too good. This mech is too good. And last but not least, we got Solus. Solus actually really good. I thought it was kind of trash, but it's really good. Solus is actually really good. I'd say Solus deserves an S tier because of its ability, how annoying its ability is, just like Hemlock. Solus is not all that fast, but it has really good energy capacity and it's a support mech. So you can support your friends with Solus, obviously. And honestly, I would use Solus if I had it. It's really good. You can annoy the shit out of players with this. Next up, we got Blockhorn. Blockhorn A tier, bro. It's not gonna be an S tier mech. So Blockhorn, I haven't seen much gameplay of Blockhorn, but what it basically does is just spawns a wall that nobody can cross. Yeah, a wall that nobody can cross. And it also gives you double damage like Brick House. And it's a 32 energy capacity tank. So I think that's pretty good. I mean, the only downside is that they should make it so you can walk through your shield, but the enemies can't. That would make this an S tier, right? Hold on, where's Lacewing? Crap, I gotta go Lacewing. We got Lacewing. I say Lacewing is also an A tier. I think its abilities is overrated. I've seen other people use Lacewing and be really good with it, especially with Stormrack Lacewing. I've seen Cax play with it. I'd say it's really good. But whenever you jump, it jumps really high in the air, you probably just get sniped if you're against some good players. Some players who are kind of experienced with the game, they'll snipe you in midair, which is kind of easy because you're in the air for so long, you know. Nigel Lacewing, yeah, they deserve an A tier. And I'd say Lacewing's ability is literally you just jump in the air. You can jump 2 times, and you can also change your direction mid-air. So that's actually really good. And you can place down mines. Each time you jump, you place down a mine. But most people don't really use the mines, they just use the jumping part of the mech. So yeah, that's it for the tier list, I guess. If you guys want to make any changes, I'll have a link to it down below. or not, I don't know. I'll probably forget. And anyways, yeah, that's it for my tier list. This is what I think about all the mechs in the game. And yeah, tell me what your favorite mech is. Yeah, see ya. Bye.